So I'm back. I'm gonna do this quick. I was learning SMC. There's a note that I must keep for myself. TradingView is full of SMC, so yeah. And boom, I have pictures here. This arrow I did it around like 8 minutes before NFP because I was expecting the market to come touch here, but it didn't. It's fine. I was like, okay, it's fine. The market doesn't need to come touch here since while it was 28 minutes past. I took the entry here 28 minutes past 2 South African time. I didn't take the entry. I funded the account, but I didn't trade at all. I funded today. And GBP USD, the same thing. I was communicating with him via NFP, and yeah, the best entry, perfect entry, right here, right. I saw that the market was gonna boom go up from here because of this was as simple as this, right? Doing my patterns, I saw that it was failing to break here, right? And then I had this pattern. The market kept playing around, around some time it came, it was from here, came down here, played here. I knew it was supposed to come here before it went up, but I wanted to be patient. I learned patience while doing SMC. Now the one thing that screwed me over was this gold. It screwed me over because I was there, but then I had this. The market did retest on this area over here, which was a high, I mean a low right here. For me, I was thinking while I was doing SMC, this was a break of structure. The market went down, boom, now came back in. I didn't look for a change of characters and all that there because of I didn't want to trade SMC. I don't want to do SMC, but I did learn SMC. And so from here to there, I should have just said, okay, the market was gonna buy. But I did something. On gold. I did put this here. I did put this here. And that's why I thought, okay, it was gonna sell from here, right? It did a little bit, and then I didn't enter because I knew, okay, I was in an uptrend, right? Well, the market was showing signs of reversing, so I didn't want to enter. I didn't want to enter NFP. I don't want to enter anything, but I put this here because I was saying this is a supply zone, right? Which is fine, cool. I didn't enter, but as soon as we got here, that's when I told myself, you know what, don't do anything because we have this. So I just let it be. I didn't want to trade, which is good because I didn't lose money. And this was beautiful because I saw the market when it was around this area here. It went back down, and from here I did create this box to confirm that it was coming. This box was a confirmation of a reversal, which is the inverse head and shoulder, which I didn't really show, but it's here, right? It was a box of saying, okay, if the market gets here, it's actually validating this, and it won't go lower than this low. This is an inverse head and shoulder. And I remember what I did. I also took my Fibonacci, and then I just did this from year to year because I was learning how to do Fibonacci. Actually, I already knew Fibonacci, but I didn't really use it. So now I did this, and it was in the 61.8%, which I was like, okay, that's an entry. Didn't enter. Also, that was a very good analysis. And this one was, okay, I just added this right now. This one was the most simplest. I didn't really analyze this until one of the guys that I called via, like, just before NFP told me to just look things up. He told me, nigga, you gotta look at these things. Look at US30. I was like, okay, cool. Let's check US30. And then boom, immediately from here, a clean entry. Immediately from here, boom, it hit. So I just put this here before I made the video while the market was around these areas, because I saw it retracing, and I was like, okay, where is the market most likely going to go? And I told myself, there's this huge candle that's not that needs to be filled, even if it was created by NFP. And I didn't know where it will go specifically, so I just put this here, right? And then the market came. Now it's retesting from it, which is okay, cool. But that was how it went. That was simply how it went. You can tell when I go to my trading view. Load. I want to save space. When I go to my trading view, I was practicing and doing a lot. But then I told myself, after doing SMC, I told myself, I noticed that SMC is price action, so I should just let things go. You can see that I did all this, right? Your break of structure, your swings and all that. And then yesterday I did this. I knew it was gonna go down, but it just reacted here on the other block or your demand zone, which is fine. And now we did this. And that's the thing about SMC and price action. They complement each other, but sometimes they just do the opposite thing. So I wanted to stick to price action. And then you can tell I was doing this. I was testing something. And this is me going back to my price action. Price action is the best for me, guys. I don't want to lie. I will say I'm no longer gonna bash people who do SMC, but I am gonna say that, look at this. Look at how beautiful this is, guys. Price action is always gonna be the best. I don't wanna lie. Alright? I'm no longer gonna bash SMC people because I see it works, but it's hard to get my entries, dog. It's really hard to get my entries. I went back to price action, but hey, my mentality was all over the place. But it was recent now. Losing trades. Losing trades is fine. Boom. Yep. Price action, USD card. I don't know if it's the one that I was trading just now. So I don't know. If I analyzed it and you see something different from MT4, just know MT4 is the ones that I did recently, And of course, AUD is good. It's moving. The market is moving nice now. There are times where it consolidates, but it's cool. And USD card that I already did this. USD card, I already did this. GBP USD, I think I analyzed something different here, because this was all done yesterday, I think, at night. And boom, it went up. He tested there at the top. USD NZD, was I selling here? I should. Boom. Price action. And Euro NZD. So I'm finally back. I'm finally doing my shit. I knew this was gonna reverse, dog. I really knew this was gonna reverse based on this. I knew this was gonna reverse, but before reversing, you see, this was done yesterday. Boom, hit there, and then came out because I had that channel, whatever you call it. I don't know my patterns by name, but I've done patterns for the longest time, so I know what's gonna happen in the market, right? So yeah, this is it. This is what's happening. I'm sure now that it's here, it's a very major zone. Now that it's here, it's gonna do something for sure. It's gonna do something for sure. So I'm back. I'm back, guys. I'm back. I'll take time to do my stuff, but regardless, I'm gonna do anything that I want. I'm gonna trade the way I want. I have other blocks now. I don't wanna trade fair value gaps. That's the thing about SMC. I realized that sometimes the market doesn't really get to your point of interest. Sometimes it just breaks structure, and then instead of going back into the structure, it goes down, it continues back down, right? Sometimes it just dips a little bit, and you never know which fair value gap or which other block to use. So because mine is simple, mine is that I have an external liquidity, which is your highs and lows, and then when we are in an uptrend, your liquidity is gonna be drawn, and then there's a break of structure, and then the market comes back inside. After coming back inside, that's when we say it's a break of structure, and then we look for an order block, either a demand zone in an uptrend or supply zone in a sell trend, or we look for an inducement before that demand zone. Sometimes there are too many inducements being made in the leg, the one that's going to cause the break of structure, and sometimes it goes down. I don't know what to use, but price action, I know what to use. I know all the time. I use my Fibonacci. If it doesn't touch the Fibonacci, it's fine. I missed the trade. I use my head and shoulder and invest head and shoulder in the smaller time frames, and I know I'm gonna get that entry. If it goes down, it's fine. At some point you can tell that I make mistakes, but those are just mistakes. It's not invalidation of my my training style. It's just mistakes. So now I see I'm more patient, and I understand other blocks now, or your supply and demand. I'm gonna be using those. I'm not gonna be using fair value gaps. I'm not. Like your imbalances, you saw that I drew a block of imbalance. Sorry about that, my block of imbalance, but I'm no longer gonna be using that. Right? I'm just gonna be using pure price action, because guys, it all works. I can see now it all works, because I was talking to someone right now before NFP who's using SMC, got the best entries, and now I'm working hand in hand with people who are using SMC, and I'm going to be doing great things. We are going to be trading, and we are going to be making money. It's fine. I'll fund accounts, I'll do what I need to do, but I'm gonna make sure that I execute the way I know. And it just proves that the way I've been trading, my highs and lows, my step ladders, and my patterns, they work. They work. They work, because I haven't gotten trades using SMC. While I do sometimes I can forecast and get the correct trade, but it wants me to wait a long time, which is not a problem. But then again, I miss a lot of entries. But when I use price action, dog, I'm telling you, all the time, those 5 minutes trades, I get them. Those 15 minutes trades, I get them. I might make mistakes, but I get them. So I'm elite now. I'm up there. It's too much space right now, so I'm just gonna post this and then I'm done. That's it. NFP was on a Thursday today in South Africa. 1400, which is South African time. So yeah, South African UN time. You South African New York time. Yeah. So I'm done. Today I'm just gonna analyze. Tomorrow I'm just gonna watch the markets, keep on analyzing, not doing a lot. 8.